you can't do it. You're just, this is who you are. You're never going to be able to change, but you can change.
See, I look at it like this. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I can say this, I believe that as a Christian, I feel that, our actions are going to have a lot to do with our eternal benefits. And I feel that a lot of people who are out for the mighty dollar right now and power and trying to take advantage of people and all these other things that they're doing, exploiting the youth, taking advantage of the youth, overlooking the youth, that's sin. I mean, if you're a leader, if you're a political figure, if you're a church leader, if you're whatever you are in the higher leagues of life and stature, and you sit here and you overlook the fact that these kids are selling dope, that 15-year-old girls are smoking crank, shooting it up their veins, they're being pimped left and right. Young girls are getting on MySpace, they're getting involved with older men are just taking advantage of these kids, having them sell dope for them, all these nasty things that are going on. And it's apparent to me by the way that our youth are getting locked up and the behaviors you see that the youth are acting out in, that something's wrong. The conviction of fearing God and fearing life and fearing other people's lives is gone. When a guy can say, I will kill you for bumping into your car, like a kid did to me a year ago, hit my car on a cross section and wanted to shoot me. It was his fault. He was wrong and chipped my paint job, and then he wanted to shoot me because I was in the intersection crosswalk on accident. 3 weeks ago, I was in Los Angeles driving by my house, and another group of Hispanic guys were walking by, and they threw something at my car, and when I confronted them through my window, one of them pulled out his gun on me, saying, I'll shoot you right now, okay? So for a young man to pull a gun out so fast and risk throwing his entire life away and murdering another individual so quickly, and this is not in a course of 2-3 years. I've had 3, 4, 5 events happen to me or friends in just a 6-month period. So if somebody can risk pulling out a gun, that means something is seriously wrong with the message of conviction, of young men, older men stepping to the plate and saying, son, you pull that gun out, you're a fool. If you carry a gun, you're a fool. If you want to shoot a man over satisfying your anger for a moment, you're a fool. You are going to hell. You are going to jail. If you want to risk your whole life never getting a woman, never having sex again, never driving a Maserati, a Porsche, or a BMW, never having your own house, if you want to risk never being able to have a chance to travel the world, a chance to be able to enjoy good things in your life, and you want to pull out a gun and kill another person or sell weight and pounds of weed and pounds of dope so that you can get some temporary satisfaction and gratification of whatever it is you want to do wrong, you're a fool. I think if more older people stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, you could be somebody in your life, I'll do whatever I can to help you get in college. Some people watching right now, you make 10, 20 grand a month. You could take $1,000 every couple months and help put one kid through college, pull some strings, and make sure that one kid in your neighborhood that you like is going to have a chance to go to college. It's not going to bankrupt you. Maybe you can't get that antique armoire 3 times a year. Maybe you can't go to Paris twice a year. But you know what? Something is wrong when Americans have become so selfish, so self-centered, so blinded, so greedy, so hateful, so uncompassionate, to where they can just allow all this chaos to go on and act like it's just normal. Well, it doesn't bother me as long as I can get in my BMW and go to work. I don't care. So what? There's 3 murders a week in Richmond for the last 2 years, every week, almost every week, and we're in a state of emergency because all the kids are killing each other. So what? That most of our youth are hooked on drugs right now, smoking weed, shooting heroin, popping ecstasy, going to clubs doing ecstasy. All these young kids doing
what is
crank.
the message that drives them to do this? Think about the message. What is the message that drives them to do this? Think about the message. What do they see when they watch these movies? What do they see on TVs? What do they see in these video games? What do they see? What kind of, to me, something that's really bizarre. How many other ethnic groups go? Do you hear, I was talking to a woman I know, and the kids all refer to each other as nigger this, nigger that. I think about that word, and I think about the
What it meant 40 years ago.
I think about a song, "Strange Fruit," hanging from the trees. I think about horrible hangings. I think about the degradation of being called a nigger. And yet we can call each other nigger because we're tight. We can call each other dog. Look at these kids down there at JIsaac College on the baseball team who sat around while a young woman who was unconscious, a 17-year-old young lady was unconscious from drinking. How many of us have drank too much when we were younger, weren't used to alcohol, and passed out, who had problems? Here's a 17-year-old with a bunch of members of the JIsaac College baseball team around her in a room. She has been raped. The woman, his face is covered with spit. That's spit. I shouldn't say spit. I mean vomit. And two young women on the JIsaac soccer team were alerted by another young lady as to what was happening in this room of this party, and they forced their way in there and got that young lady out.
Wow. And
this is going on right now. This case has been brought to Jerry Brown's attention as State Attorney General after the San Jose City District Attorney refused to press charges, saying she didn't have enough evidence. Evidence. I mean, it's the screwiest thing I've ever heard.
If she doesn't get it together, I pray that she opens her eyes and sees what's going on.
Well, the thing is that she's worked with women's groups. It's a strange situation. But you wonder why if they can all this could happen with Barry Bonds threatening Hank Aaron's home run record, Balco, and all this sort of thing, all the attention that's being diverted, and people can be subpoenaed and so forth. And I don't understand why these kids can't be forced. They can't be subpoenaed to be put under oath and say what they saw.
Because that girl's life is ruined now and traumatized, but the DA's got a finger up her and wants to be in denial and act like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do to subpoena the kids. You know what, these kids, if they were that evil to rape a girl while she was asleep, they deserve a year or two in jail to get their lives right.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!"